record that for the missed it if you guys don't mind. But I would love interaction. If you want to talk or ask, it's going to be like, I don't like just talking. So if you have any thoughts or ideas, I want you to chime in. And here's a little bit of backstory for me and why I wanted to share all of this, because I had a huge transformation in about an 8-week period. And before I had that transformation, I was really feeling burnt out. I had reached a good level. I had reached the income I was hoping to make. And then all of a sudden something happened and I could not handle it emotionally. I had a lot of hate. And I had a lot going on with my personal life as well. And it just totally stalled my business. And I just kind of fell into this woe is me cycle, where I could only see what I wasn't doing. I could only see what I wasn't producing. I could only see like where my numbers were not at. And it was just kind of spiraling down. And I thought, okay, come on, girl, we got to do something about that brain, because it was just yelling at me that I was a failure. And I knew I wasn't. I knew that I just had some things to learn. And so I looked for a mentor and I coached with Ray Higdon, but it was very much like activity. And there's nothing wrong with activity, but I already pushed myself really hard for activity. And I needed to find my heart again. I needed to figure out where my passion went, where my excitement went, and why was it that when I was sending out messages, I was like, oh, they're probably not going to say yes. And how I couldn't manufacture that excitement again. Like, how do you manufacture excitement when you don't have it? And so not a lot of people know this story. And honestly, I'm getting better at sharing vulnerable things. I'm not very good at it, but I know that there's a lot of power in sharing our struggles. So I'm going to share. So I found Matt Morris, and I found him through a Ray Higdon event that I wasn't going to go to. It was online and I wasn't going to go to. And I listened to him and I was like, oh my word. He speaks to me. And what it was is that he just spoke belief. He had no idea who I was. I was online and everything he was saying, I'm like, yes, I could do this. Yes, I can do that. And I started listening to my thoughts and I was like, wait, this is what I've been trying to do. How is he doing that? How is he getting me excited about my business again? None of the other speakers had done that, even though they were amazing. But he brought my excitement. After I stopped listening, like he was done, I was like, where is he? Like, does he have any courses? Does he have anything online? Like, I searched him up and down and I hounded him and I was like, what are you doing? Like, do you teach anything? Do you have any coaching? Like, what are you doing? And so he had a coaching I paid a lot of money for and it hurt, but it changed. It changed me. It changed the core of who I am. And now I'm not manufacturing that rah-rah excitement. Like, in the core of my heart, I know this is what I'm supposed to do. I know that this business is going to work. I know that I have everything I need already in me to do this. And the only way that I was able to figure that out is by going and doing the steps that he taught us. So this whole book is filled with notes from that 8-week segment. And I've never been transformed like that from another coaching thing. So I wanted to share what he taught. And what's crazy is it's stupid simple. It is so simple what he teaches, but it's also so easy not to do it. And oh, good, Brett. Hey, I'm so glad you're on. Thank you guys for coming on. Yeah, I just get so passionate about it. And I think that's why I wanted to do something, because I was telling him the other day, I'm like, I feel like I'm about to burst because I have so much excitement about this. I need to share it. And he's like, well, do it. Take my notes, take everything that you've gotten from me and just share it, talk about it, share it with your team. Nothing is proprietary, just share it. There are some things that are trademarked, so we're not going to talk about those, but the core of what he teaches is not trademarked. He wants us to share everything. So there are four or five power rituals. We're going to talk about them that he does every single day. And this is what brings excitement back to your business, to your life. And this is not just like, even my husband was telling me the other day, he goes, man, I my heart sunk when we like invested that money, but at the same time, you're different and you are so much better than you used to be, like so much happier. So it was worth it. And I hope it transforms you guys too. Like that's my hope. So I'm going to teach in like 12-ish weeks what he taught me in 8. So I'm going to try to do it a little bit less gunshot approach and a little bit more, let's talk this out. So number one, so he has those power rituals, and it's not the only thing he does, but this is the thing that was transformative. He has these power rituals that he does every single day. And if you skip a day, it's not as powerful. The power comes in doing it, whether you remember, whether you feel like it or not. I mean, obviously you have to remember. So I had to set a reminder on my phone, but they work when you do them every single day. And I skipped a few days at the beginning and I was like, this isn't really working. He was like, no. You have to do them every single day and just wait. Around week 2 or 3, you're going to start seeing a difference. And I'm like, okay. So I did. I was coachable. I did it. And it's true. So power ritual number 1, let me, before he had us do power ritual number 1, I'm going to teach it in his order. He had us go to a quiet place somewhere in nature. And now it's like freaking cold outside right now when when we're doing this. So don't go outside if it's raining, but find some time to go out in nature and like have, sunshine, something like feel good, and sit down for an hour, full hour, maybe 2 hours is what this might take. Just don't rush yourself. And you're going to you're going to leave your phone. Now for safety, I took mine because we're by the Mexican border. So I took mine, but you can just leave it in the car or something while you're walking outside the car. Just the idea is no distractions or buzzing or beeping. And then take a journal and take a pen, and you're going to sit down and you're going to write down a lot, like everything that you're gonna write down everything that your heart desires, like however crazy that sounds, like everything that pops into your head that you think would be really cool to either experience or have. So it has to be an experience, have, whatever you want to experience spiritually with like your beliefs, like how you're communing with God, if you believe in God, which I do. And so I wrote what I wanted my spiritual life to look like. Write down everything that you want your family life to look like, what you want to give your kids. Do you want them to be like, what sports do you want them to be in? What, like everything, like what vacations do you want to take them on? And just write, just as much as you possibly can. And Michelle Barnes also teaches to do this. So this isn't like brand new. So write everything down, and then you're going to take that and put it aside, because you're going to take that and you're going to create your vision with it on week 2. Which is going to be a little bit different. But this is important to start dreaming right now, because then the other power rituals are going to help with that. They're going to launch off of that. So I took 3 pages of notes of what I wanted my life to look like. Try to write down 100 things. So that was his thing. He said, don't stop until you at least have 100 things. And at thing number 23, I was stuck. I like couldn't figure out what else to write. So it takes a little bit of like thought after that, because I'm not a materialistic person. So I was like, once you have the boat, the car, and the house, what else is there? So I had to figure it out, like really dig deep. Like, where do I want to volunteer? Like, where do I want to give my time? Where do I want to give my money? Like everything that's in your heart, like everything, dig deep, deep, deep. 100 things minimum. And I did come up with 100 things. I had 101. So I figured it out somehow. Yeah, I know it's so cold outside to be outside for an hour. You can like cheat a little bit. I sat down in my car with the heater on facing the beach, and that works. So if you're facing like trees or nature, something like that, that works too.
Everything is covered in snow and ice. Mommy. But yes, I could sit in the car.
It's so cute. Mom, my kids do that, except my husband's sitting on them. So this is why I'm doing this on Monday nights, because he's home. So that's the pre-work. So we're gonna grab that list, and then we're gonna set it aside. And I wanted to show you my book. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so in this book, it says 7 Secrets to Success. It's by Matt Morris as well. Oh shoot, I don't know that my thing. Anyway, it's called 7 Secrets to Success by Matt Morris. In the first chapter, he has you do that. Write down 100 things. Each chapter has homework, and I wrote down my 100 things in there. And so, because he numbers them, and that's on chapter 1. So if you want to get that book is also transformative. I've never read a book that affected me like that. It was really powerful. And it's all about network marketing, but it's more the strategies, not necessarily the heart. So I needed my heart fixed. So when I read that, it was good, but then I worked on my heart during his coaching. So, okay. So then number 1, you're going to work on your inner game. You're going to work on the inside, because that's where we experience the burnout. Most likely 90% of the time we're doing the right actions. We're either not doing them enough, or we're not doing them with enough excitement. And so that lack of energy transfers, just as an abundance of energy transfers as well. And that has people respond a little bit less quick or a little bit less positively. And so that's why we want to work on the inside, getting that excitement back. So the number 1 ritual that he has us do, and you've heard Jen say this, but write down 5 gratitudes every single day. But what you're going to write down is one of those has to be that you're grateful for a person. And yes, you can write your husband and your kids every single day. However, that's not where the power is. The power is in connecting with people, so that you can be grateful for different people every single day. So I'm very introverted. It's hard for me to connect with a lot of people and really heart to heart, or find some ways to be grateful. So what this pushed me to do is to find things to do for others in our team, to find things to do for others, like in groups, because you want to have someone, you want to find people that you are going to be grateful for. And when you give, you find that you receive a lot more. And so then you're grateful for what you're receiving. And so at first I put my kids down, one at a time, because I was in such a horrible mindset that each day it was one of my kids, and then my husband was first and then last. So that's so sad to admit, but I really was in the dumps. And so, but then the more I interacted with the team, the more I found ways to be helpful with the team, the more, like, our team is so good at this. They just give love back. And so the more it was easy to find people to be grateful for. I mean, I'm pretty sure that both of you that are on here right now, you have made it to my gratitude journal. You just may not have known it. So he says you need to give it away. you write down 5 things you're grateful for. I write down 10 because I like Danielle Delgado's journal. I have that. So I write down 10, but he said 5. One is a person, you have to give it away. The giving away part is the part that's hard. So once you write down which person you're grateful for, you have to send them a message. And you're just going to send them a message that, like, you know, you don't have to write that they made it to their gratitude journal. All you have to do is say, hey, I was thinking about you today. I'm super grateful for you. I love that you did XYZ, or, hey, I'm just happy that we're friends. That's it. That's it. What that does is that it feeds your soul back, because we're human and there's a law of reciprocity that happens, that it triggers, where people, when they are given gratitude, they give gratitude back. And so that starts pouring into you a lot of belief in yourself. So one of the reasons we burn out is we stop believing in ourselves. We stop believing that we can do things, that we are even worth it, that we even make a difference. And so giving that gratitude away, having that gratitude poured back into us, starts filling our cup back up. And what's interesting is that over the course of these, last 10, 12 weeks now, because I've been out of the program for a little bit and I've done it every single day. Now I have people that reach out to me randomly and say, hey, I saw your post today. It really spoke to me. Thank you for doing that. And it's just random. They weren't on my gratitude, list. They're random people, random strangers, and they're giving back to me now without me. It's like the law of sowing and reaping. You give out love and you give out so much of it that you are going to get that back. And that builds your belief in yourself. That builds your self-confidence, and that feeds your identity. So I'm reading your. Oh, you're fine. Yeah. I think I might push it back 1 hour just so that everybody can catch on. But anyway, yeah, I'll send you the recording either way. I'm actually done. That's power ritual number 1. There's others, so I can tell you what they are. So that's the identity stacking. So that builds up your identity, right? Because a lot of times when we face rejection in network marketing, it's a hit on our identity, on who we are. Like, we could take it so personally. So filling our cup up like that helps us feel like we are making a difference, even though people tell us no, even though people get ugly on reels. We still know that we make a difference, because every morning we give out that gratitude, and that gratitude is given back to us. So that was number 1. We also have a psychological fuel stacking we're going to talk about later, which is reading a book, but then there's like different things that you do with them, different reasons why you would do that. And then there's 4 others. So we'll go into those later. But I wanted to keep this at about 20 minutes because we have kids, we have dinner, we have stuff. I hope this was helpful. Do you guys have any questions?
Let me look back at my notes. I don't think so, but hold on a second.
Okay. There's always a reason behind. I found this really cool about Matt. There's always a reason behind why he asks us to do things. And all of it is so well thought out, well researched. So.
Good job. Okay, she wanted me to watch her do something really quick. Yeah, I don't have any questions. This will be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, you're welcome. So next week we're going to figure out the psychological fuel stacking. So okay. Yeah, I'll record it. And Brett, yeah, it's Matt Morris. So I'll send you the link to his book and his website. You can get the book at a discount on his website. It's more expensive on Amazon if you guys are interested, but I'll send you the link. So.
Yeah, send it to me too, would you?
I will. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you.
Perfect. Yeah.
Bye.